Hey guys, so I'm currently at the Desert Road Summit rest area between Turangi and Waiuru. I've just had lunch here. I'm about to head up to the Tukino Skifield Road, up to the ski field, and then do a bit of a mission up to Whangaehu Hut for tonight and tomorrow night. So I'll stay up there 2 nights and probably go for a bit of a day mission, maybe up to the summit if I can tomorrow, which should be cool. It's a pretty awesome day. There's a little bit of snow up the top of Ruapehu, so it should be, I think Tukino Skifield Road's about 17 kilometres long. It's meant to be quite rough. I've got the key for the gate up the top from Turangi. I picked it up on the way and I'm going to drop it off on the way back, which is good. Yeah, so I'm going to start heading up that road now. So I've just arrived at the Tukino Skifield base on Mt Ruapehu. So I'm at 1700 metres above sea level here. It was quite a rough drive up from the desert road. It took about an hour from where I had lunch at the rest area, even though it was only about 15 k's. So yeah, it was a pretty rough road. The gate in the middle was locked, so it's good I picked up the key in Turangi so I could get all the way up to here. So it's an awesome view down back towards the desert road and around the ski field and up to the mountain there. So it is currently 2:15. It should be about an hour and a half's walk up to Whangaehu Hut, just up the mountain, and yeah, I'm going to plan on staying 2 nights there. So I've just arrived at Whangaehu Hut. So this is an amazing spot. 2,060 metres above sea level, which makes it the highest hut in the North Island. That's the hut there. Awesome view down towards the desert road and back up to the summits of Ruapehu that side. So it's taken me just under 2 hours to walk here from the Tukino Skifield Carpark climbed about 450 meters, and it was just under 4 kilometers in total. There's not really a track. I kind of just made my way up the ridge underneath the ski lift and then followed the ridge to the left and then found some marker poles and followed them, which led me here. So it'd be interesting to follow the marker poles on the way back and see if they get me down to the Skifield Carpark again. But yeah, this is an amazing spot to spend a couple of nights. So it's 4:15 now, so I'm going to get inside and start getting my stuff sorted out and probably work out what I'm going to do tomorrow. So this is Whangaehu Hut, so that's looking towards Mt Ruapehu summit, towards the Whangaehu Valley that way. And this is the hut. So it's an alpine hut, so it's got triple doors. So you go through the first door here, metal floor, little drying room kind of thing. Go through the second door, similar kind of thing. A few hooks, little bench. And then come in here through the third door, and this is the hut. So it's got 4 double mattresses. Awesome view out the window and out the back and the front. This is the little cooking area and just somewhere to store your gear. So it's an awesome little hut. So it's just after 5 now. Got all my stuff set out and yeah, still just enjoying the view. I thought it was quite funny. I was about to open these corn chips I bought earlier. When I bought these at sea level in Pyro on the way, they definitely didn't look as puffed up as this, so the altitude must have got to them somewhere along the way. I'm at 2,060 meters here, so yeah, must have affected them a bit. So it's now 8 o'clock on Thursday morning. So I had a pretty good night in Whangaehu Hut. Amazing sunrise this morning, looking down over the desert road and east towards the Kaimanawas and the Ruahenis, which was really nice. It's very windy outside now, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting day. The plan for today is going to be to head up, hopefully to Cathedral Rocks, and then possibly cross over the summit plateau up to the dome, and hopefully get a view up of the crater lake. But I'm just going to start heading up the ridge and see how far I get. So hopefully I get all the way to the top, and then the plan is to come back here and stay another night. So it's 10 to 11 now. It's been nearly 3 hours since I left the hut this morning. I came up that ridge over there, and then I walked up this ridge behind me and nearly made it to the top of the Cathedral Rocks, which you can see behind me there. But I kind of got bluffed out at the top and it was getting pretty steep, so decided to turn back and come back down to here. So now I'm just back on the easy ridge again, just loose scree. So I'm probably just going to head back to the hut now. I had a look around the corner into the next valley, but it looks like it's just going to be too steep by the time you get to the glacier to get up without any climbing equipment. And I think around the left is going to be the same around the Whangaehu Glacier. So yeah, I'm just going to head back to the hut now. So I made it back to the hut. So this morning's little mission was 550 meters climbing and just under 4 kilometers, but it took just over 3 hours. So yeah, it was quite a scramble to get up there. I climbed up towards that peak, and that's where I kind of had to turn around and come back down, but it was still really good views from up there over the desert road and towards the forest and south and also north to Lake Taupo. So yeah, it was really cool. So this afternoon I'm just going to have a rest at the hut and then head back up to the Tukino Skifield Carpark tomorrow. So it's just after 4 o'clock now. Looks like it's starting to cloud over. Feels like we might get a little shower of rain sometime soon. So I thought I'd show you around the outside of the hut now. So over here I've got my little solar panel set up, and in this box there are a few full gas canisters that were here. Got a water tank there. Got solar panels here which are for the Leha alarm setup, which is on the outside of the hut there. And then the toilet over here, which is not looking too great. Looks like it's had a bit of a beating from the weather. Yeah, no roof. The door's looking a bit broken. Yeah, so it's an interesting long drop and not too far from the edge of the cliff either. So it's quite a unique experience, but yeah, at least there's a toilet here. So I think this is a really amazing hut, being the highest in the North Island. So I thought I'd just give a little bit of information about the access to get to this hut. So I started at the Tukino Skifield Carpark, which the Tukino Access Road runs off the desert road between Turangi and Waiuru, closer to Waiuru, probably about 15 minutes further towards Turangi. The road is pretty much four-wheel drive only. It's pretty rough. You've got to go through a few stream beds and cross a few rivers, and there's a locked gate about 4 kilometers from the top. So you can either park there and walk up, or pick up the key in Turangi, or I think Waiuru might have a key as well, just at the eyesight. And then you can get access all the way up to the Tukino Skifield, which is obviously open in winter, but it's currently February, so it's closed now. And then from there I was able to walk through the ski field under the lift and then just cross the ridges over, just relying on my GPS. There's not really a marked route, but when I did get here, I've seen some marker poles, so I'm going to follow them down tomorrow and hopefully get back to Tukino Skifield, but I'll give an update on that tomorrow when I get back down. The hut's not very visited. The hut book turns 22 years old today, so the first entry was the 8th of February 2002, and it's currently the 8th of February 2024. So not many people have visited this hut in the last 22 years, but it's definitely an amazing spot if you're considering coming here. So it's 7:45 on Friday morning now. I'm just about to leave Whangaehu Hut. So I woke up to a bit of a whiteout this morning, but it seems to have cleared in the last hour and a bit up the valley. It's still a bit cloudy down the valley, so yeah, it's still quite cold, but not as much wind as yesterday. So the plan for today is just to head back down to the Tukino Skifield Carpark, and I'm going to try and follow the poled route and see where that takes me. So yeah, I'll start heading off. So it's 9:30 now, and I've just arrived back at the Tukino Skifield Carpark. So it took me about an hour and a half to get down, climbed 100 metres, and it was about 3.9 kilometres. And I did manage to follow the poled route all the way down. It was pretty whited out up there, but you could kind of make out the next pole. I did have my GPS on, so I could backtrack if I needed to, or find my way, which was good. I ended up actually coming down that quite steep cliff face you can see behind me there, which is where the poles led. It was slightly quicker than the way I went up, but yeah, the way I went up was probably easier than following the poles, but yeah, so it's good to be back. So I'm gonna start heading back down the Tukino Access Road now and head down to the desert road. It's 10:15 now, just made it to the bottom of Tukino Mountain Road. So that's the mountain behind me there, still a bit of cloud covering the top. So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And if you want to support my channel, there's a link to buy me a coffee in the description below. And if you want to check out my next video, I'm off to Whangaehu Hut this afternoon. So I'm going to head 20 minutes down the road just past Whangaehu, and then I'm going to be walking about 3 hours into Whangaehu Hut in the Hihitahi Forest Sanctuary. So make sure you check that video out as well. See you next time.